Hey, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Alright. Come sit down, Mappa. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I make them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? That's actually a bit loud. The girls have a I just choked on my own spit. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Hang on. I did on Messenger, and I guess Aaron, aka Cute the Gamer, messaged me, so like I want to read it, and like I'm wasting time. I'll be back. Anyways, so yes, all right. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Whoa! Hang on. Whoa! Alright. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. But oh, I guess right-clicking. Wow. Okay, I never knew that existed. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite, finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. It's not for you. No, you. No, you. Dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. That's actually very relatable. Yuri returns to the table carrying a teaspoon. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Maka raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Wait, no, that... I'm looking at the monitor, but I meant to look at the camera. Like... So what made you consider the literature? Wow! Alright. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Maka that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know me. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And of course others get into literature. Then I'm fulfilling that dream. Oh, my back hurt. Monika's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Maka must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delayed by the idea of a new member joining. Shut. One second. Alright, sorry, I forgot to put my phone on friggin' vibrate. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Mattbot, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. I just imagine it be like me. Manga. I heard manga. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Are you recording? Yeah. That's why the door is closed. Well, I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with these psychological elements usually emerge as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Not just any rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Someone as tall as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually use blah. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes and poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Yuri settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Hang on. Well, I guess sometimes hang on. Friggin' smudge. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help feel Natsuki more comfortable enough to share hers. That was not what it said, but okay. Oh, and I almost forgot. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. It's time for the end of this video. Save. And while it's waiting to save, thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to hit that like button down below, because it supports me. Remember I have a Patreon. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.